Hi guys, welcome to Live Life Better exercise. We're going to start with a warm-up, then we're going to do some cardio. You'll need to have some water and you'll need to have a couple of tins of beans or some dumbbells with you. That'd be great. Okay then folks, so I want you to just work to your own maximum comfort level throughout the whole of the session. Stop if anything's uncomfortable. Enjoy. So we're going to start by marching. And if this is too quick for you, then you could slow it down. If it's not quick enough, you can speed it up. So we're swinging the arms through the center line of the body. I want you to think about keeping your abdominals pulled in and look straight ahead. Okay, folks, the first move we're going to do is some heel digs. So I'm going to tilt the screen so you can see my feet. So it's heel and change, heel and change. All the time. You can use your arms for balance. If you can't coordinate arms and legs, then just stick your arms out the way. It's not a problem. Now I want you to change these heels now to toe taps. So we point. If you can coordinate, we'll put in a shoulder squeeze at the same time. That's lovely. Okay, now the feet are going to tap to the side. So side taps, folks. Side taps, right to left. Again, nice small movements because we're just warming up the body. Now we're going to tap behind. So back taps, right to left. Have another look at my foot. Heels not touching the floor. I'm just bouncing off the ball of my foot. Right to left. And your arms just go with your body. Okay, I'm back to a little march. Well done. Now I want you to take this march wider. So we're a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And the next move we're going to do is some squats. So we're going to sit down and up. Keep your back nice and straight. Stick your bottom out as you go down. And try and keep your knees coming forward. That's lovely. All the time. Taking on board oxygen so you breathe in. Don't hold your breath through the exercises, because we need to keep a constant supply of oxygen to those working muscles. Listen to your knees. If this hurts too much, then just march for me. Okay, not too deep. And heel toe is the next move. So heel toe here. So we're just mobilizing the ankle joint now. And change legs. Heel toe again. That's lovely. And 4 more for me. And hold. So hands on waist, I want you to just go side, center. Just make sure you're going directly to the side. We just want to warm up these side muscles, your lower back muscles, your lower tum muscles. Do work with your injuries or your barriers of any sort. Try not to go against your body. And we're just going to go 1 more each side. Brilliant. While we're there, just pop your right thumb on your right shoulder and we're going to circle that elbow back in a nice big circle and then circle it forward. That's lovely. And then I want you to change arms. So again, thumb on, circle back first, just because it's easier to do a backward shoulder roll than a forward, and then forward. And then we're going to go full range of movement, guys, with both your arms. So just nice and steady round. If you've got soreness or tightness or injury, you're not going to get a full range of movement. It's absolutely fine. Just go with your body. Change direction. That's brilliant. And march. Okay. So now we've done a little bit of mobilizing. We're going to raise the heart rate a little bit through just a short pulse raiser before we go into the main section. So I want you to stand wide and I want you to do a step touch for me if you can. Okay, so all I'm doing is shifting weight from right to left and tapping my toe alternate sides. If you can't do that, I want you to just stand there and just make it a smaller move, make it a sway. Okay, if you don't want to lift and tap. Okay. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to add this arm in. So we're going to have a little arm reach as we're moving. Again, if you can't coordinate this, just stand on the spot for me and reach with your arms. So we just want to warm up upper body now, okay, and across. So if you can't step touch, keep going, and we'll reach it across. If you can't, you're just standing and reaching. That's brilliant. Now I want you to reach forward for me. Still moving the legs if you can. So we are trying to get that heart rate increase a little bit. Ready for the main workout. Go up again for me. Brilliant. And across. So just 4 reaches across. And then 4 reaches in front. And then 1 of each. So we're going to go up. And we're going to go across. And we're going to go in front. And we're going to do it again. So up, across, in front. Brilliant. Twice more for me. Up and across and in front. And 1 more time. Up and across and reach in front. Brilliant. Marching on the spot for me. Have a drink if you need one at any time. Just have that water close by. What we're going to do now is a step touch, folks. So you see my feet marching. I'm just going to step right and left. And again, if you want to make this slower, or if you want to make it quicker, that's absolutely fine. So this is just warming up outer thighs and inner thighs. Again, just preparing for the work to follow. Okay, folks. Feet marching wide. So wider than your hips now. Yeah. And then back into hip distance. Give me those squats again. It's just down and up. Down and up. Well done. 90-degree angle on the knee. Down and up. Well done. Give me another 4. And 3. March if it hurts. 2. And 1. Brilliant. Side bend for me, right to left. And 4. And 2. And 1. Knee lifts. Well done. So you're aiming to bring that knee up to the height of your hip. Try not to lean forward. Just isolate the muscle that you're working, which is the thigh muscle. And just 4 more. If you need to make it smaller, you can just come up on your toes and do a little toe tap on the floor. Not a problem. I want you to go a bit wider now on the feet. And I want you to kick your heel up towards your buttocks. Okay, so this is working the big muscle in the back of the thigh, the hamstring muscle that helps us get up and down the stairs, up and down hills. If you're doing any hill climbing or anything like that, that's what this muscle assists in doing. So 4 more, and 2, and 1. Now tap behind for me again. Little tap backs like we did when we first started. So just little tap backs, pushing off the ball of your foot, heel lifted from the floor. Brilliant. Keep going for me. Keep going for me. And now to the side. And back to your march. So we should all be nice and warm now and ready to begin our main workout, okay? So grab a drink if you need one. Okay, everybody okay? Right, so we've got 10 exercises. We've got a minute on each. And you're just going to work to your maximum comfort, okay? Any problems, just let me know. Give me a little wave, give me a thumbs down, and I'll just bring you in and have a little chat with you, okay, and give you an alternative exercise to do. So the first one we're going to start with is a power march on the spot, okay? So we're going to start by pumping the arms, lifting the knees, Okay, so we're going to do this for a minute. Now, if you've got space to walk around, you can walk around as well. Okay. Don't go too far from the camera though, because I need to still see you, make sure you're okay. So all the time we're breathing in that oxygen, we're really pumping, pushing those arms out, lifting those knees. So keep this going. What we're looking to do now is to elevate the heart rate to burn some calories. We've got about half a minute left on these power marches, power walks, whatever you want to call it. If you're fit enough, you could actually jog on the spot. If you're not actually fit enough for a power walk, then you would do a lot lower, slower march on the spot, or even in a chair is absolutely okay. So we've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. The second exercise are half jacks. Okay, so taps to the side, arms coming out from the shoulders. Don't worry too much about your arms. The legs are more important in this section for our cardio section. Okay, so you've got a big muscle group below the belt, so there's more blood pushed around the body to burn those calories, burn that fat. So we're about halfway now through the jacks. And like I said before, at any point, if you need to just have a little break, keep your feet moving and just have a little walk. If you need to sit down, just keep your feet tapping if you're breathless. The worst thing you can do if you're breathless and you stop, you go dizzy. Okay, so we don't want you to go dizzy. So just keep the feet tapping, keep the feet moving, take a drink. And we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. The third exercise, our knees. Just like we did in the warm-up, right to left. Okay. If you see my posture, I'm not leaning in any way. I'm bringing the knee up to the height of the hip. If you can't, you just bring it up as far as is comfortable for you. It might just be tapping on the toes in front. If you can't do that full knee lift, it's absolutely fine. This is your workout. You utilize it as you feel you need to. On the chair as well, these exercises can be done. So if you feel you did need a chair, it might have been a good idea to get one before we began. So we've got about 10 seconds on the knees. Almost there. And the next one are squats, folks. Again, like we did in the warm-up, down and up. Okay, so try not to use the arms to push on. We just want to use the legs up and down. Again, 90-degree angle on the knee, up and down. Well done. Keep that going for me, folks. We're about halfway. If it hurts in any way, we're just going to stop the movement and just give me a march on the spot until we change the exercise. And you can do that with any of the exercises that we're doing. We've got 20 seconds, guys. These are tough today because it's warm today, so these are feeling a little bit tough. So do what you can. And if you need to hydrate before the end of these 10 exercises, then please do so. Just grab a drink, keep your feet moving at all times. 5 more seconds. Brilliant. Side taps for me, folks. Side taps, just like we did in the warm-up, right to left. Well done. And again, if you want to up this pace, by all means, go faster. By all means, slow it down, go slower. I am just showing you the exercise. It's entirely up to you to utilize that exercise for you and to get as much out of this workout as you can. Brilliant. We're almost there on these. Last 10 seconds, folks. Try and keep going to the end of the exercise. 3, 2, and 1. Next move, our heel digs. Heel digs right to left. If you have a look at my feet, I'm also putting in a bicep curl. But if you can't coordinate the arms with the legs, just stick your arms out of the way. The legs are the most important part in this bit. Still breathing, guys, but we should be now aware that our heart rate is slightly elevated. We are breathing a little bit more. "20 seconds, guys. Keep going. We have 4 more exercises left on our main workout. So you're doing really well. Brilliant. Side steps. So we step right to left, and you can pull and push in your arms if you want to. If your arms are not going to go with the legs, then just take them out and do the steps without. So you can step at your own pace, feet facing forward, so we're using those side muscles to push out, those inside muscles to bring the legs back in. And again, we're still cardio. Make sure you've got a slight bend in those knees and just pull up after each step. Nice and tall. 10 more seconds, folks. Three exercises to go. Front taps. So we're pointing. Again, arms or no arms. Legs are more important, toe taps. Keep going for me. We're halfway on these. And 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Two exercises to go. Last 2 minutes. Now we're going to step wide. Keep the feet moving. Turn out the toes. Heels in. We're going to kick up. Heels towards your bottom. So we're working the back of the thigh like we did in the warm-up. And just get that going. So we shift the weight one way, pick up the heel and shift the weight to the other side. You can use your arms for balance. Over halfway. Ten seconds, guys. Keep going right to the end. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go back taps. So we're going to push the feet back, tap on the ball of the foot, and press, and press, press. Well done. 45 seconds left. So again, you should be still breathing a little bit more than normal, feeling that heart rate up. And we're doing the job. We're burning fat right to the very end. "20 seconds to go." Got about 10 seconds now, folks. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. I want you to keep marching for me. Woo. Okay, if you want to take a drink, keep your legs moving. We'll have a quick drink, and we're going to take a little bit of time to cool down. Important we cool down after the main workout, so we bring this elevated heart rate back down again, so that we're breathing normally and we're fully recovered before we start our resistance work. Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to step right to left. So right to left. Well done. So we're just going to let the arms swing. We're not putting effort in like we were before. We're just letting the arms swing from the shoulders as we step left to right, right to left. And marching on the spot. Well done. Okay. Next move we're going to do are some slow taps. So I'll let you see my feet. What we're going to do, we're going to go 2 taps with 1 foot, front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, and change legs. So we go 2 to the front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, and then just step for me to the left and to the right. And again, we're just letting those arms sway as we step. So while we're cooling down a little bit and letting that heart rate come back to pre-exercise state, start to take some deep breaths in for me, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, tapping again on your left foot this time, starting front for 2, side for 2, back for 2, and side for 2. And change legs, front for 2, side for 2, back for 2, and side for 2. And march. And again, your arms are just getting lower and lower, hardly moving now. And we're just lifting the feet just a little way from the floor and down. So the steps getting smaller and smaller as we go. Now what I want you to do for me, folks, is just lift the heels for me. So we're coming up onto the balls of the feet. Brilliant. Just keep that going for me. Just nice and easy with the heel goes down. Don't bump against the hips. Just nice and easy. Can you give me some double hips now? So we're lifting the heel up. One heel up and one heel down. So it's double, 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 double. Brilliant. And singles. slow step for me. So slow and slow and slow. So it's just a step right and a step left. Just nice and easy, nice and slow. All we're doing is just continuing to keep that blood flow around the body so you don't go dizzy and the heart rate's returning to normal. Just nice and easy. Okay, is everybody feeling okay? We're just going to take one foot into a toe tap here. So we're just tapping that foot up and down on that toe. So we're just keeping that blood circulating around your body. And then move it in and out. And change legs for me. So little taps. And move that foot in and out. Well done. I want you to bring one foot forward for me. So now we're going to stretch this muscle here down the back of the thigh while the legs are still warm. So you've got your weight on the bent leg, the knees are parallel, and you should feel it here. So if you can try and keep your back nice and straight as you're leaning forward, so you get it in the back of that thigh. Just for a few seconds, folks, and I want you to step the same leg behind you. So now we're into a calf stretch, so the heel's on the floor. If it doesn't go to the floor, don't force it. It will mean that you're just tight in your muscles, so you mustn't force it. Now we're going to bring up the heel and bring the stretch down the front of the leg. So what I want you to do with a raised heel now is just bend the knee and just tilt the pelvis under. So now we're getting a stretch here at the front of the hip that will come down the front of the thigh. Brilliant, everyone. Change legs. So now we've got the opposite leg in front, and we're going to stretch the hamstring muscle out first. Back of thigh, weight on the bent side, breathe throughout. Those working muscles, they still want the oxygen. And then the same leg, we're going to step it behind. So again, heel down on the floor if it will go. Front knee bend, nice straight back, guys. Just think about your posture. So we're feeling this in the calf muscle, and then we're going to lift the heel, drop the knee. We're going to just slightly tilt the pelvis under so the stretch comes down from the front of that hip flexor into the front of the thigh muscle. And then just give your legs a shake. Give your arms a little bit of a roll back on the shoulders and a roll forward. That's lovely. Grab a drink and find your weights, your dumbbells, your tins of beans, and we'll go on to the second section. Okay, so you need 2 tins the same weight, or 2 bottles of water, or if you have got some small dumbbells, by all means use them. Okay, so now for this section, it's arms that we're going to work out now. So it's entirely up to you. If you can coordinate and you want to march through the exercises and you feel you can control the movement, that's fine. Or you may want to stand with your feet hip distance apart. Or what I like to do is to stand with one leg behind, which tends to give me a little bit more support for my lower back. And I would advise this position for you if you have got lower back problems or if you've got a little niggle going on there. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is biceps, which is the muscle at the front of the arm, the lifting, the carrying, the strongest muscle in the arm. And because it's the strongest, it does take longer to give it a bit of a workout. Okay, so if you can hold the tins together, you'll find that this exercise is quite easy because this muscle is quite strong on most people. Okay, and what I find is if I put my first finger between the tins and then I hold the other tin with my other 3 fingers and my thumbs on there like that, I find I can keep hold. Okay, if not, if you're struggling with 2 tins, then just hold one. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so the starting position is the arm straight, the wrist nice and strong, the elbow stays down, and we're just going to bring the arm up. So the weights are coming up to the shoulder. Okay, so we're trying to touch that shoulder with those weights if you can. Okay, so I want you to keep this going for me. And 8 more for me if you can. And hopefully you should start to feel it going on in the front of this arm. Maybe not too much, because like I said, it's a real strong muscle. So 1 more will do, and then I want you to switch sides for me. So again, if you can stick your finger between, if you can hold on to 2 is great. If you can't, don't struggle, don't strain. I wouldn't like you to pull your wrist or anything, then just use 1. And then we're going again on the other side. And again, we're trying to touch the thumb or the tin or the weight onto the shoulder and then down. So because this is such a full range of movement through your arm, we are actually working that muscle on the up and on the down. So it's a full range. If you can't get a full range through injury, then just do what you can, folks. That's all you can do. Just adapt the exercise for you. Don't be uncomfortable. And any pain in anything we do, then you just stop. So just give me 4 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Brilliant. So if you split them off now and go together. Okay, so that feels probably quite easy now. We're just doing 1 in each hand. Because like I said, that muscle is quite a strong muscle. So if you want to put a bit of resistance in, then squeeze your hands. Squeeze your hands against the tins or the weights. Will give you a little bit more resistance to work with. So now I want you to do 1 right and 1 left and give me 2 for 2. Brilliant. So 1 right, 1 left and 2 for 2. And again, so we have a single and a single and then 2 doubles. And the last one, a single and a single and 2 doubles. That's brilliant. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do now, folks, you just want to give your arms a little bit of shake, is the opposing muscle. So it's the back of the arm, the tricep muscle. Okay, so for this, if you can, again, have the tins. It will be a little trickier. Okay, it is a weaker muscle, so you're probably going to be okay with 1 tin. Yeah. So what I want you to do, actually I'm struggling to hold them both. So just take the elbow back, get a comfortable stance, either feet apart or that foot behind. So the elbow goes back through the center line of the body, get a nice strong grip on the tin, and then we're just extending it out from the elbow. So this is a tricep kickback. So that's the muscle that we're working now that's in the back of your arm is the tricep muscle. The one we worked before was the bicep. And this is opposing muscle to the bicep, okay? So it's just a kick out. The top of the arm doesn't move. It isn't going anywhere. You're just moving from your elbow to work into that back of arm muscle. 4 more for me if you can. And last one. Brilliant. And then switch sides. So same again. Get that nice firm grip. Elbow back through the center line of your body, wrist nice and strong, and kick back. So you shouldn't actually be feeling anything in this front muscle. That is just stabilizing while we work the back of the arm. So the biceps are not involved. Keep nice and strong through the wrist. So you almost feel like you're pushing. This is a pushing muscle, as the bicep is a pulling muscle. So 4 more, and 2, and 1. That's brilliant. Okay, take hold of the other tin. Take both the elbows back now. Okay, so it feels like you've got you sticking your chest out a little bit and squeezing the shoulder blades together. If it feels like that, then you're in the right position. Now I want you to go 1 right, 1 left, and then we're going to go those doubles again for 2. Brilliant. And again, so 1 right, 1 left, and doubles for 2. And again, 1 right, 1 left, and doubles for 2. And then 1 more is 1 right, 1 left, and doubles for 2. That's brilliant. So we've worked the front of the arm, the back of the arm, and now we're going to do some front raises for the shoulders. So we're going to have a tin in each hand, nice strong grip, and we're going to start with the arms straight down in front on the thighs. So you've either got feet hip distance or you've stepped back with that one leg, and all we're going to do is raise the arm just one at a time, just one, up and down to the height of the shoulder. As you can see, if I stand sideways, there's a slight bend in my elbow, shoulder relaxed. That's brilliant. So it's not a high lift, it's just to the height of your shoulder, folks. Last one on this side and change over. And again, so it comes down, back to the leg, and then back up to shoulder height. Brilliant. And just one more this side for me. Now, if you can, I want you to lift them both together. Don't strain through your back. If it's hurting your back, then please stop. You may sit down and do these on a chair. It's not a problem. 2 more will do. And then I want you to go 1 right, 1 left. And 2 for 2. Brilliant. And again, 1 right, 1 left. And 2 for 2. And again, 1 right, 1 left. And 2 for 2. I'll just show you again from the side. Last one. 1 right, 1 left. And 2 for 2. Brilliant. Okay, so just give those arms a little bit of a shake. Well done, folks. Okay, so we're just going to finish off now with one for the chest, okay, and for the deltoid, which is here on the front of the shoulder. So again, stand however you want to stand comfortably, and we're just going to bring the elbows sort of just up into the line of the shoulders or a little bit below, okay. But if we're looking from the side, the elbow and the shoulder are in line. We don't want to arch the back. I want you to keep the back nice and strong. So we're going to come in and out, and in and out, okay? All the time I want you to breathe out, breathe in, keep the oxygen flow coming through. And 2 more, and 1 more. And then I want you to hold one there, and then the other one there, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go 2 for 2. And a single, and a single, and 2 for 2. We're almost there. And a single, and a single, and 2 for 2. 1 more if you can. Doesn't matter if you can't. And 2 for 2. And give your arms a shake. Well done, folks. So you can stick the tins down grab a drink if you need one. And we're just going to finish off by doing some upper body stretches. So what I want you to do again is just stand comfortably. We're going to stretch the back of the arm out first, so I want you to reach up, drop the hand between the shoulder blades at the back. If you can't get the elbow straight up, then an alternative stretch would to bring it across. So we still keep it bent, we bring it across and we just apply a little bit of pressure between the shoulder and the elbow. If you can get it up there, then again, the pressure is between the joints. Never grab hold and pull the joints. Okay, we want to keep safe and we want to keep well and we don't want to cause injury. Especially not now at the end of the workout, folks. So reaching up, dropping down. We don't want to do all that good work and then just pull the joint or a muscle, because you don't have to push or force this in place. If this isn't doable for you, then you take it here and get the stretch that way. Okay, a little bit of a shake. Now for the shoulder. So you bring the arm in front at shoulder height, okay, and then take hold of the arm with the other hand between the joints and just bring it across your body. So this arm's across your body as straight as it will go, and you should feel this stretch coming around the shoulder blade to stretch that shoulder out. So you try and relax that shoulder as you're feeling this stretch. And again, it's just a few seconds, 8 to 10 seconds on these stretches, folks. Opposite arm across and hold. And again, it's as straight as you can hold, and it's coming around from the shoulder. And release. So I want you to open up your arms now and take them behind. So we can either clasp the hands, squeeze the shoulders, because this is going to open up the chest and stretch this band of muscle across the chest. Now, if it's not doable to clasp your hands, you might just want to put 2 flat hands on your lower back and squeeze the shoulders back together. All the time you want you to breathe, and we're getting this stretch here, chest stretch. And give your arms a little bit of a shake. Okay, well done, folks. So feet hip distance, I want you to keep one hand down, reach up with the other one and lean over to the side. So now we're getting a nice stretch down the side of your body, up through the armpit. The hand just on the side of your body is supporting, so we don't overstretch or overreach. And then we'll change sides. So come back to the center to realign. Opposite hand down, opposite hand up. Over we go. And again, side stretch right up through the rib cage. Just keep breathing, folks. Keep that oxygen supply going. And come back into the center. That's brilliant. Little march for me again. So we're just going to have just a little bit of a rewarmer now. Just a revitalizer before we go. So we're going to take some deep breaths in, folks. So if you cross your arms at the front, keep marching if you can. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out at the top. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out at the top. 2 more. Breathe in. Big stretch up. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Bring your hands across your chest. Give yourselves a double pat on the back. Well done.